Well, welcome back to school, guys. And I just thought a great way to start with this first chapel back would just be to check in with people and see, first of all, what was lockdown like for you? Secondly, what's it like now to be back at school? And finally, is there anything that you'd like to do differently now that you've been through a lockdown? Let's see what you guys out there had to say.
It was, well, it was really good actually because I got to, do other things that I sort of haven't done in a while. It gave me time to try new things and,
Like what?
I was building stuff like duck shooting, a duck shooting mai, and just keeping fitness up, like doing the circuit and stuff every day. So
Great.
It was pretty good. Got to get my fitness up, do some schoolwork, and play the game.
I found it a lot better than I thought I would. I felt it was like a lot of reflection for myself, which was good.
It was pretty challenging, like not really able to do much. But it wasn't too bad, could have been worse, but not too bad.
Pretty boring, I suppose, but it was sort of good to be with family and stuff, so it was alright.
A good realization of what we had and now like what I was missing out on that I didn't even know I was missing out on yet.
Like what?
Like my friends, school, like just contact with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright.
You enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it, do you think?
No, I enjoyed it. Got to spend some time just doing stuff.
What sort of stuff?
Just like catching up on some work.
Very relaxing. Yeah, quite stressful because of work.
Yeah.
Like trying to get things done.
Yeah.
But it was nice being at home with family.
Nice.
And I didn't like being away from my friends, but yeah.
it was pretty good. Good to catch up with the family, being aboard and that. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it was real good to see everybody again and see what their lockdown and everything else was like.
Cool.
It's been pretty good.
Yeah, I found it a bit weird. It's getting back into the routine of things, but
Pretty damn good, just seeing all my mates having a good time.
Yep.
Schoolwork, actually doing some instead of not doing any at home, but yeah.
Kind of sucks, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, not bad. Not as good as I thought it would be. It's good to catch up with everyone, but sort of came back and it got a bit boring, a bit quick, I thought.
Really good. Like appreciate school more. Like I love school.
Great.
Which is good.
Yep.
It's been good to see everyone.
Like less stressful.
It's good to see everyone. Yeah, it's good
Okay.
to see we're doing well. No.
No.
Probably get my schoolwork a little bit better.
Yeah?
well, right now I'm still just adjusting back to being at school, so I think that's a question for the future for me.
Probably just be more focused and have more drive for my work to kind of, because I've slacked off during lockdown, but yeah.
Not really, no.
No, pretty much the same.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, but
Yeah, I'll take less things for granted.
What sort of things?
Just like general things like just going to places and stuff like that.
Being able to travel and move around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe plan like how I'm gonna work, like how to get stuff done.
Cool. Okay. That's great.
Probably not. Same.
This Sunday, the church celebrates what they call Pentecost. And Pentecost is the time when the Holy Spirit was poured out on Jesus' followers. Jesus had died, he'd risen from the dead, and he'd been taken up into heaven. But he'd said, I'm going to send the Holy Spirit to be with you. And at Pentecost, the Spirit comes down and fills the believers, those who believed and followed Jesus, and it transforms them. It absolutely transforms this bunch of weak and timid disciples into a group of people who take over the world eventually with their message of the good news. And it's interesting to think about the time that we are living in, where something has also come from somewhere, from China, and it's spread throughout the world, and it's transformed the world. And there's a lot of debate out there about whether what we've gone through has been a good thing or a bad thing. Now, clearly, it's been bad in that so many people have died. So many people who were sick and frail, and even many who are well, have died from COVID. But is there a flip side? Is there a sense in which we've been forced to look at our busy lives and look at the way our lives were going, the impact we've been having on the planet, the impact we've been having on our own mental health, and has this lockdown been a chance for us to evaluate that, to experience perhaps a different way of being? From what people have said in the interviews that I did this week, I'm not sure that it has made a big difference. I'm not sure if this has been a Pentecost type experience which has transformed people. Maybe it has, and maybe it'll just take a little bit longer for this to show up. Maybe this is something that in the following weeks and months we'll start seeing the difference it's made to our lives. But one thing I think we can take from all of this is at least let's appreciate what we do have when we're out of lockdown. Access to people, access to our friends, access to our teachers, access to community, because that was the thing that in many ways we lost during the lockdown. So if nothing else, let's come back to school, let's come back to our normal routines, and let's not forget too quickly. Let's not forget that actually we longed to be able to come back to school at some point. We longed to be able to see people at some point. We longed to be able to move freely. So let's appreciate that. And when we see each other and spend time together and are in class, let's make the most of that and realize that that is a gift and it's something that we're grateful for. I want to finish by just taking a moment to ask a few students, how do you feel about your teachers? I thought that'd be a great way to finish. How do you feel about your teachers? Well, this is what the students said.
I think they're nice and caring guys. They're dangerous. Nice to their wives and their children, and yeah, they're fun, slick, and yeah, pretty much my idols.
Awesome.
I think they're like real passionate about what they do, and they like got real good respect and stuff. So yeah, Levi can pretty much cover everything else. Kind of sucks.
It's pretty cool, pretty inspirational.
Awesome.
Pretty good at rugby too. Yeah, pretty inspirational for like younger kids growing up in that, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, it's just like we all grew up watching them and then trying to be like them, pretty much.
Awesome.
I don't really know them personally, obviously, but I like obsessed with them. So I guess it's just influential because they're from New Zealand and they're doing so well worldwide.
Yeah, it's really inspiring to see them do so well, and it makes you want to do well in whatever you're doing with your life, and also just how they conduct themselves. It's like not a bad word about them.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty good people. Work well as a team and have good traits in that. Yeah.
So there we go. That was really nice to hear. Just how inspired you feel by your teachers and how much you look up to them, and that's really great. And I just think that you should pass that on to your teachers every day. So have a great weekend, everybody.